boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Hey, I'm in my pajamas, don't complain. Today on Xana Causes of Controversy, I'm going to talk to you about slut shaming, because it's an issue that's been bugging me recently and I think it's one I can help with a little bit. My tripod's wonky. I used to be really slut-shamey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tumblr made me really question why I thought that sluts deserved to be insulted, and then I realised that they don't, and here's why. So, generally, there are two sort of categories of girls that are labelled as sluts. Category number one is girls who dress provocatively and have a lot of skin on show. And category number two is the girls that have a lot of sex. That's the biggest category. Girls that dress revealingly do it because that's how they feel comfortable, generally. They do it because they feel confident like that, and that's how they like to be. Why does that make them a bad person? It doesn't. It just doesn't. Them having their legs out isn't hurting anyone, and it's making them feel good. What's the problem? What's the dealio? Nothing. Chill. Even if they did wear those clothes because they wanted to be viewed as attractive by whoever they're hoping to impress, why is that wrong either? Because it's not weird or unusual to want to be viewed as attractive, and if you're wearing clothes that you think make you attractive and you're confident in those clothes, why is that bad? It doesn't matter who it's for. If you want to look nice, that doesn't make you a bad person. How is it any different from like putting on a bit of makeup or buying a new shirt because you think that your crush will like it? Like, it's the same thing and it doesn't make you bad. So I hear people say a lot, oh, they must have no self-respect if they are dressing in that manner. Self-respect and covering up your entire body are not the same thing. If you have the confidence in your own body to show it off, then surely you must have quite a lot of self-respect, you know? I don't understand where the connection comes from. My final point on dress, which kind of links to the self-respect thing, telling girls that they have to cover themselves up is teaching them that their own body and the way they were made and the way that they are is something to be ashamed of and something that they should hide. And that's really damaging and really gross. That's a really unhealthy attitude to be showing, especially young girls. Because then they're gonna grow up thinking that's normal to be like embarrassed of their entire existence, which is wrong. So, moving on. Women who have a lot of sex. Anna Akana made a video about this, which I thought was great. You don't know why they're having a lot of sex. They could be doing it because they're meeting loads of really great people, or because they're in a lot of pain and that's the only way they know how to deal with it. That was paraphrasing her video. If you want to see that, then there'll be a link somewhere. Their sexual actions are not for you to judge because you don't know why they're doing them. That was her essential point. And that's a good point, so I wanted to share that. It's completely natural and healthy and normal to like and want sex. And if you can get that sex, then great, fabulous. Why is that bad? I don't understand. Side note, it's also completely fine not to want sex and not to be interested in it at all. That's fine too, but that's an entirely different video. If you have like religious views on sex and why you shouldn't have it with lots of people, then okay, cool, fine, don't have sex. But they don't have those beliefs, clearly, if they're having a lot of sex. So them not living their life by your beliefs doesn't make them bad. What if they had the belief that, for example, I don't think anyone has this actual belief, but hypothetically, say someone had the belief that if you're not having sex, then you're disrespecting God because God gave us sex to enjoy, and if you're not doing that, then you're ignoring God's will and you're a bad person for not having sex. Does that make you a bad person? Absolutely not, because that's their belief, not yours, and it works the other way around. Your beliefs don't make other people bad. I'm sorry. Like, if you have those beliefs and then you go and have lots of sex, that probably does make you a little bit of a bad person because you're going against your own moral code, and that's kind of iffy, but... Having said all of that, there is one final category of girls that get lumped into the slut group, and that's girls who sleep around when they're in a relationship, aka girls that cheat on their partners. And I think that's really insulting to sluts everywhere, to call cheaters sluts. They don't deserve that title. They're rubbish. Cheaters are gross and not to be trusted. I hope that if you thought that sluts were bad people before, I've changed your mind. I really hope that that's happened, because that's why I made the video. That's it. Okay, bye!
You keep saying you got something